Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to our beloved Madam Shaherah and all fellow classmates. Welcome to our introductory forum for Services Marketing MKT540. As a marketing students, we should at least have the foundation before we go into depth about services marketing. Before I proceed, please allow me to introduce our respective panelists for today. Our first panel, Mohammad Fiqrie Hakim bin Rosli, Rosmina Binti Abdul Wahab as the second panel, and Mohammad Danial Haziq bin Abdul Jalil as the third panel. Without further ado, I would like to invite our first panel, Mohammad Fiqrie Hakim, to explain about services marketing and the need to study and know about services marketing.
Thank you, Izza. Service is an economic activity performed by one party to another. Business that provides services will use their skills or knowledge to provide benefits without ownership. So our main point here is provide benefits without ownership. Service can occur between business to business and business to consumer. There is no specific boundaries or borderline to provide services to the respective customer or clients. Basically, service provider use multi-skill sets to satisfy another party without ownership. There are few concrete factors on why we need to study about services. Service dominate the global economy. It evolves across 7 continents without boundaries. Most new jobs in the market are generated by services. None of the organization and a company exists in this era without no related services to one another. Over to you, Izza.
Okay, I think now we have a clearer view of service marketing and what it means B2B and B2C. Our panel has also explained the importance of service marketing among companies and organizations. Now, let's hear from our second panel, Rosmina Binti Abdul Wahab. Can you explain more about service sector in Malaysia nowadays? And how is it relevant to our country?
Thank you, Izza. The service sector has a successful played in the role as one of the main economic to many economies throughout the world. In Malaysia, service sector is ranked a government sector. Based on the pie chart, the service sector is a government of the service sector, but they are statistics from the US. In today, competitive and dynamic environment, the service sector has become one of the main key drive to the global economic development. It is the fast growing sector in the world gross domestic product GPD. For example, JPJ, Jabatan Pengangkutan Jalan, JPJ count always full because people always renew road tax, buy insurance, change name and so on. So the government sector contribute to the GPD service sector in any sector. That's all, Izza.
This provides evidence that all services contribute to our country's economy. From our panel's explanation, now we know that government service is the highest contributor. For example, the Road Transport Department, JPJ, has many services to provide to Malaysian citizens every day. Maybe now we can invite our third panel to give a detailed explanation on the factors which contribute to the rapid growth of service sector globally.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. The size of the service sector is increasing virtually in all countries around the world. There are several factors contributing to this rapid growth, which are government policies, social changes, business trends, advancement in IT, and globalization. I will briefly explain one after another. As far as we concern, it is government which makes regulation for price, distribution strategies, and defining procedure attributes. Therefore, any changes in regulation or if government impose privatization to particular economic sectors or impose new rules to protect consumers, employee or environment, or even new agreement taking place on trade in service by the government, surely will impact on the rapid growth of service sector. Social changes plays an important role too, such as rising in customers' expectation or when customer got more affluence and have easier access to additional information. Moreover, business nowadays are focusing on the quality to meet customer expectation. Franchising has become widespread in many service industries. It focuses on higher productivity and cost saving. With the advancement in technology, the world has become borderless. With the growth of internet, wireless networking and technologies, location-based service and cloud technologies all contributed towards rapid growth in service sectors. Lastly, is the impact of globalization where international travel increases. The international mergers and alliance emerge. There is also a new trend of offshoring customer service and high competition from foreign investors which invaded domestic market had made the service sectors rapidly grow.
Thank you, Daniel Haziq, for the lengthy explanation. It cannot be denied that information technology plays a significant role in wireless global networking, especially during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic. We certainly agree that the impact of international trade helps to boost Malaysia's economy. After listening to all the three panels for the first round, let's lend our ears again to our honorable first panel, Fiqrie. Would you like to add anything to our discussion?
Okay, as per my earlier explanation, there is no specific boundaries or borderline to provide services to the respective customer or clients. Basically, to service provider use multi-skill set to satisfy another party without ownerships. There are 5 broad categories within the non-ownership framework. First of all, labor skills and expertise rentals. People are hired to perform work that customers either cannot or not to do themselves. It includes car repair, medical checkup, management and consulting, and etc. Second, rented and goods services. These services allow customers to obtain the exclusive temporary right to use a physical object that they prefer not to own it. It includes transportation rentals, fancy costume or construction equipment, and etc. Third, space and facility rentals is when customers obtain the use of a certain portion of a larger facility such as a building, a vehicle, or area. It can be a seat in an aircraft, a suite in an office building, or space rentals for any occasions. Next, access to shared facilities is where customers rent the right to share the use of a facility. Such facilities may be a combination of indoors, outdoors, and virtual. It includes theme parks, golf courses, and etc. Last but not least, access to and use of networks and systems. Customers rent the right to participate in a specified network. Service providers offer a variety of terms for access and use, depending on the needs of customers. Examples, it includes telecommunication, utilities and banking, and etc. Over to you, Izza.
Thanks, Fiqrie, for sharing the 5 categories within the non-ownership framework services. Looks like in all the categories, we should place customers as our priority. Rosmina, as we know that there are 4 broad categories of service, can you please give further explanation about it?
Thank you, Izza. In service, there are input and output. Both the input and output can be intangible in nature, because of which service processing is said to be a completed process. Most commonly, service input involves customer and whatever customer may process. For example, while the restaurant, the customer is the input. Is the input. On the other hand, in a laptop repair center, the laptop is the objective and it is the input. In the case, the output is intangible in nature. When you visit a restaurant, you get the food to fill your stomach. Same with the laptop repair shop. You will receive the part and repair service, which is again tangible, because you know the change made in the physical part of the laptop. However, service are intangible is a natural, and the service processing in the intangible as well. An example, education consulting, which is again to where the customer is in the input, but the quality on consultancy given the consultant and the understanding the same by the customer is intangible. Hence, the quality of service processing can vary between consultant to consultant. That's all, Izza.
Thank you, Rosmina, for your enlightening us. As we have just listened, we can control only two categories, that is people and physical possessions, because we have direct access to them. However, we cannot control people's minds and their assets. Service marketing is predominantly governed by the 7 P's of marketing. Last but not least, I want to call upon our third panel to share with us regarding the 7 P's.
Thanks again, Ms. Moderator. Service marketing is predominantly governed by the 7 of marketing, namely product, place, in bracket, and time, price, promotion, process, people, and physical environment. The 7P is one of the most popular framework for deciding a marketing strategy, right from strategy formulation to actual implementation. The 7Ps begin with product. This could refer to physical product, service, or an experience, basically anything that being sold. No matter what our product or service, it is important that it meets the demand of the market and satisfy or exceeds the expectations of the customer. Place signifies where we'll choose to distribute or allow access to our product or service. It could refer to anything from a warehouse or a high street store to an e-commerce shop or cloud-based platform. The best way to determine the perfect place to sell our product is by really knowing the audience, their wants, needs, and requirements. Price refer to how much does our product or service cost. The price will set should reflect our customers' perceived value of our product and should correlate with our budget. Promotion refers to our advertising, marketing, and sales techniques. This could mean the traditional advertising via TV, radio, billboards, etc., or more modern methods like ads within web content, ads on a podcast, email marketing, or push notifications on social media. The process aspect of the marketing describes a series of actions that are taken in delivering the product or service to the customer. Examining the process means assessing aspects such as the sales funnel or payment system, distribution procedures, and managing customer relationships. The people element of the 7 Ps involve anyone directly or indirectly involved in people. designing IT managing creating a great brand, innovative product, or amazing social media presence. If you don't have the right basic environment, is out.
Hello, Daniel. We can't hear you clearly, actually.
Thanks to Allah the Almighty for giving us the opportunity to listen to a very sound discussion on the importance of services marketing. This knowledge is extremely valuable for us as marketing students. It can further be used in our workplace. Thank you to all our panelists for sharing their knowledge and views. Have a pleasant day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Izza, for the closing. For our past year question, I managed to collect a few sets from past year examination, where for the first one is question 1, December 2016, where we need to describe with example for the 4 characteristics of services, and as per below is our answers and also examples. So next one is question 1 also, 1B, December 2016, where we need to explain the extended 3Ps in services marketing, where people, physical environment, also process our answers. Last but not least, it is from June 2019, where globalization has created new platform for service firms to grow their business, and we need to discuss any 4 key forces that drive service firms to go international, and you guys can refer to our answers below. Okay, then I shall close this presentation and this video. So if you guys have any question, do not hesitate to contact us personally or in WhatsApp group to discuss furthermore on this topic. Thank you so much from us.